Ryan Wells. I'm sending fast time back there for the 270s for you. Are we going to do the national anthem now or wait? National anthem now or wait? No. Do it. They're still live. Okay. For race fans, we'd like to officially welcome you to Linda Speedway tonight for championship night. All four classes are about to be racing hard, to say the least, for points throughout the next couple of hours as they compete to finish out the 2019 season. As we line the 270s up in the staging area for time trials, we remind you that throughout the night you can stay up to date with everything that's happening here at the Speedway by visiting our social media sites on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as following along at lindaspeedway.com. Before we get started tonight here at Linda Speedway, we ask you to rise as we pay tribute to our flag located on the infield with the playing of our national anthem. Our three favorite words after the playing of the national anthem are "Let's go racing." And we'll start tonight by racing the clock as the 270 micro sprints get ready to hit the speedway. The first two cars out will be Brandon Heist and Cody Siegel. Brandon Heist in the Mount Gretna roller rink number 38. Cody Siegel making his first start of the season at Linda Speedway in car number 17. Heist, one of the drivers racing for the championship tonight in the time trial series, hoping to pass Austin Gravy and take over the title lead. You want to do three at a time?
I prefer
We
not
haven't
to.
done three all year.
Yeah, do two.
Two.
I don't know why we would switch it.
First two cars are getting ready to come onto the racetrack now. Time trials for the 270 micro sprints will officially begin when Brandon Heist returns to the flag stand. The green flag is in the air. Fall Brawl 2019 is underway. Heist the first to go on the clock. He will come around for lap number 1. 13.344, 13.344 for Brandon Heist on lap number 1. Cody Seacrest second quick, 13.482. Heist looking to pick up on lap number 2. He will with a significant pickup, 13.181. 13.181. Siegel picks up as well, 13.252. Brandon Heist, your quick time after group number 1. Group 2 coming onto the racetrack now. First car out. I'll make that the N8 of Nate Gibble. Nate Gibble out onto the racetrack. The 5 of Jason Swavely also onto the speedway. Swavely made an incredible run 2 years ago at the National Open and has had success in time trial events, at least that race car has, with Mike Rice behind the wheel. The green flag is out on Nate Gibble. He will be the first one of the group to lay down a lap in the N8. Gibble running a little bit lower on the speedway than the other cars that we've seen thus far. We'll see if it pays off. Lap number 1 for Gibble is third quick, 13.660, 13.660. Swavely goes to third quick, 13.302. That could challenge Heist quick time on lap number 2. Lap 2 was quicker for Heist. We'll see if it's that way for Swavely. Gibble stays fourth, 13.559. And Swavely stays third, 13.293. Not the pickup Jason Swavely was hoping for. Heist, Siegel, Swavely, Gibble are your 4 that have seen the racetrack so far. Another driver out of the Heist stable, the 55 of Keith Heist, and Brett Cronrath in the 30 car onto the racetrack now. Keith Heist making his return after a couple weeks away from Linda Speedway. The Mount Gretna roller rink number 55 flashes under the green flag. And Brett Cronrath, whose dad raced many years and sister here in 270 micro sprint competition. Lap 1 for Keith Heist is fourth quick, 13.542. Cronrath third quick, 13.289. Again, if Cronrath can pick up a little bit more, he could challenge Heist for quick time. 13.468, 13.468. And Cronrath with a 13.285. Brandon Heist, still your quick timer, as the 41 of Mike Boyer rolls onto the racetrack. The Gutshaw's Automotive number 41, and also coming out one of the rookie drivers here at Linda Speedway this year, the 77 of Isaac Gravy. Mike Boyer, the 41, 77 Isaac Gravy on the racetrack now. They're chasing Brandon Heist with a 13.181. Boyer works to the white flag, his first of 2 laps. Fifth quick, 13.391. He needs more. Gravy sixth quick, 13.467. Lap 2 for Boyer. It's a little better, 13.287, but it's only fourth quick. Gravy stays sixth. He betters his time with a 13.338. Brandon Heist, Cody Siegel, Brett Cronrath, Mike Boyer, Jason Swavely are your top 5. Bill Gray onto the racetrack in the 18 car, as well as the 5A of Anthony Yerger. Bill Gray coming to the green flag. Gray had a successful run a little earlier this season in one of these time trial series events. Anthony Yerger has showed moments of brilliance as well during the time trial races. Gray will time 9th on lap 1, 13.959. Yerger goes to 9th, 13.740. Not the lap these drivers were hoping for. Gray will be 10th after 2 with 13.742. And Yerger 9th, 13.591. Big group for Brandon Heist to dodge if he's going to stay at the top of the chart. 2 former National Open winners, 2 former Linda Speedway champions are on the racetrack now. Mike Rutherford, the 5R, coming to the green flag. He flashes under it. And now in Jim Widows' number 28 is Nick Skias. Skias goes on the clock as well. They're chasing Brandon Heist. 13.181. Lap 1 for Rutherford is third quick. 13.282. 13.282 on lap 1 for Rutherford. Nick Skias is quick time. 13.044. Rutherford will stay fourth with a 13.265. Skias betters his time. First driver into the 12-second bracket. It's a 12.989. 12.989 for Nick Skias, and he is now your quick timer in the Widows 28. Shea Wills in the 07 and the defending National Open champion Pat Beeler in the 44 are on the racetrack now. Wills flashes under the green flag to begin the first of 2 time laps. Beeler's there now as well. Nick Skias, the correct quick timer with a 12.989. Shea Wills coming for lap number 1. It's 10th quick, 13.522. 10th quick for Shea Wills. New quick time belongs to Pat Beeler. 12.962. 12.962 for Beeler on lap number 1. Wills betters on lap 2 to a 13.346. Beeler will not. Lap number 1, quickest for Pat Beeler, a 12.6. 12.962. Now the quick time. And Beeler will sweat it out. As the 02 of Alex Swift and the 15 of Sean McAndrew come onto the racetrack. 2 drivers that do not make their home here at Linda Speedway, but certainly come late September and October are names that we recognize very well. The white flag is out. Alex Swift coming for lap number 1. It's new quick time. Alex Swift jumps to the top of the chart with a 12.863. McAndrew with a 4th quick time, 13.044. Swift coming for lap number 2. It's not as quick. 12.863 will be the time that Alex Swift will keep. McAndrew jumps to 3rd. 12.977. Strong lap for Sean McAndrew in only his 2nd start of the season here at Linda Speedway. The defending time trial series champion, the ENR Cycles number 4 of Ross Perchek onto the racetrack, as well as sophomore racer Matt Fernsler in car number 19. Perchek is under the green flag. He is on the clock. Fernsler's there as well. He will start to lay down lap number 1. They're chasing Alex Swift, 12.863. Perchek goes the 2nd quick. Does he have a little bit more? 12.957. Fernsler is 9th quick, 13.284. Perchek looking for that little bit more. He will not get it. Perchek 2nd quick, 12.875. Can Fernsler advance from 9th? He will better on lap 2, but he will stay 9th. 13.270 for Fernsler on lap 2. Swift, Perchek, Beeler, McAndrew, Skias, your top 5. Ken Andreas onto the track in the 20 car, beginning to lay down his lap. And Brent Shear onto the speedway in the 6:47. Andreas takes the green flag. Shear coming up the speed, but it's a slow process. He's going to be at speed when he gets the green flag. Lap number 1 for Ken Andreas. It's 7th quick for the 20 car. 13.238. 13.238. Shear is 16th quick. 13.365. Lap 2, 7th quick for Ken Andreas. 13.198. 13.198. 7th quick for Andreas. Big jump for Brent Shear to 8th quick. 13.250. Brent Shear leaving it all out there on lap 2 and goes to 8th quick. The current time trial series point leader is on the racetrack. The 87 of Austin Gravy. There's a problem with Cameron Smith's number 69. Smith unable to get onto the racetrack and fire right away. Car still not coming up to speed. The 69 car in trouble. Cameron Smith, his first season here at Linda Speedway, making the jump from quarter midget racing. Cameron was a winner at the Little Linda Speedway National Open in 2018. Alex Swift has quick time with a 12.863. Swift, Ross Perchek, Pat Beeler, Sean McAndrew, Nick Skias, your top 5. Brandon Heist is 6th. Ken Andreas is 7th. Brent Shear is 8th. Cody Siegel is 9th. Mike Rutherford is 10th. So that is currently where we stand as they continue to try to get Cameron Smith's car to fire off. Smith may be heading to the pit area. Unfortunately for Cameron, we are late in the goings of the time trials. He's going to try to get it fired. There's smoke pouring out of the 69 car, and it looks like they have got that car up to speed. We should be able to cut this group loose. The four-wheeler is clear. We'll watch for the green flag. All right, let's line them up. Line them up. Green flag is in the air. So now Austin Gravy has had a little bit of time to think about things. We'll see if that's beneficial. Hopefully they have enough fuel load in that car to make 2 strong laps. They'll come to the green flag this time. Chasing Alex Swift. Cameron Smith goes on the clock as well. Gravy comes to the white flag. Where will he fall in line? 6th quick. Strong performance by Austin Gravy. It's a 13.064. Cameron Smith, 21st quick, 13.659. Lap 2 for Gravy. He will stay 6th, but improve the time to a 13.007. Cameron Smith will stay 21st with a 13.652. Good performance by Austin Gravy, doing what he needs to do to try to protect his point lead. 29X of Tom Spatz onto the racetrack, and the 98 of Mason Peters. Spatz and Peters coming to the green flag this time. 3 cars remain that were scheduled, and we'll see if anybody tags the end. We were going to do those hot laps, so I'm not thinking about it. I just want to have time to. I mean, if you want me to, I can. No. I mean, I don't mind to have something out there, but we have those hot laps. So. Spatz will go 16th with a 13.338, and Mason Peters will settle in 19th with a 13.410. The 74 of Jacob Dunn and the 8 of Scott Gingrich. Gingrich was 2nd quick in hot laps tonight. Jacob Dunn has quietly been competitive for quite a few years here at Linda Speedway. He needs to lay down a good time trial lap to set up his night here tonight. Gingrich is on the clock now as well. Lap number 1 for Jacob Dunn. It is 19th quick. 19th quick for Jacob Dunn, 13.351. Gingrich goes to 2nd quick, 12.863. He needs a real good lap 2. Dunn is better, he's 10th. Gingrich will better it, 12.818. 12.818, and Scott Gingrich flexing his muscle in the late going of time trials here tonight. The final car to get 2 laps is on the racetrack now, and that's 97 of Billy Logeman. Billy Logeman on the racetrack now. He will be the final car that will get 2 laps for time trials here tonight. He is now chasing Scott Gingrich, a 12.818. Logeman's first lap is 9th quick, 13.188. 13.188 for Billy Logeman on lap number 1. He's coming for 2. Betters it to 8th quick with a 13.116. 13.116 for Logeman. Gingrich, Swift, Perchek, Beeler, McAndrew, the top 5. As now we go to the 1-lap cars. And it looks like the B8 of Brittany Zeller will be that car. She is the only one to come on to the racetrack. She's the only one on. Come on, Timmy. We have a story here. Don't ruin it with facts. Brittany ruined it anyway. Brittany Zeller will not complete her lap. The problems continue on the B8. She goes pit side, and the run stops. Scott Gingrich, 12.818, will unofficially be tonight's quick timer. He has gone to the tech area. Gingrich, Alex Swift, Ross Perchek, Pat Beeler, Sean McAndrew, the Fast 5. And when it comes to the National Open, we are common to seeing Perchek We are common to seeing Beeler, and we are common to seeing Swift. But boy, what a performance tonight by Scott Gingrich. Some quick hot laps for one of our 125 drivers, Nate Gibble, and unfortunately his quick hot laps may have just come to an end. The car has stopped in the middle of turns 1 and 2. So again, race fans, Scott Gingrich tonight's quick timer. Alex Swift, second quick. Ross Perchek, third quick. Pat Beeler, Sean McAndrew, the top 5. Nick Skia, 6th. Austin Gravy, 7th. Billy Logeman, 8th. Brandon Heiss, 9th. Ken Andreas, 10th. Jacob Dunn was 11th. Brent Shear, 12th. Cody Siegel, 13th. Mike Rutherford, 14th. Matt Fernsler, 15th. We can see him sitting back in the staging area, the first heat race of the night, and it's for the Slingshots, the final race in the chase. A champion to be crowned tonight. Heat race number 1 will come to the green flag behind the 14C of Carter Whean. Outside the 14C, the 1W of Austin Webster. Row 2 starting third, the 3S of Brett Spittler, and to his outside, the leading feature winner here at Linda Speedway this year, the 18S of Ronnie Spittler. Row 3 on the inside, the Streamline Concrete 32T of Tanner Bingaman. And to Bingaman's outside, feature winner here this year 2 times, the 112 of Cody Klein. The leading feature winner all time here at Linda Speedway, but winless this year, the 32 of Brett Bieber, and to Bieber's outside, the 50 of Dave Kerrigan, the current point leader. And the final car to come onto the racetrack in Slingshot. Heat number 1, the defending Indoor Series champion, the 112B Cadillac Kurt Bettler. 9 cars, 8 laps the distance. Was there any humming when you were out there that you could hear? Earlier. But I didn't take notice just now. All right, we're going green this time. The championship races have already begun. But as far as official racing on the track, we're about to see the slingshot portion come to the green now. Carter Wynn, Austin Webster, watch them race. Here they come. Webster's going to lead them into 1 and 2. The battle's going to be for second on back. Spittler's got it. Klein's there. They're 3 wide. Kerrigan up the middle. He's going to bring Brett Spittler with him. Webster, Spittler, Kerrigan, Spittler, Klein as they come for 1. Austin Webster leads the field through 1 and 2. Ronnie Spittler running second. Cody Klein way up the racetrack. He'll make the recovery and fall in at the tail of the field. Brett Bieber for 4th. Make it 5th. He's got it around Carter Wynn. Tanner Bingaman looking on at that battle. Ronnie Spittler to the inside of Webster for the race lead. Nothing there. Spittler can't make the move. He'll try again in 3 and 4. Dave Kerrigan looking on at that battle. Kerrigan's got to choose his battles wisely. He'll drive to the rear bumper of Spittler. Diving to his inside as they race into turn 3, coming for halfway. 4 down, 4 to go. Webster showing the way. The rookie driver looking for his first heat race victory here at Linda Speedway. Holding off Ronnie Spittler right now. Kerrigan's 2 car lengths back on the back, stretching at about another 2 car lengths back to Brett Spittler. Ronnie Spittler continues to stay right in the tire tracks of the 1 car on the straightaways and peel off to the inside of the racetrack in the corners. 2 laps to go. Spittler's going to make another bid. This time he might have a run at it. Webster up high, Spittler down low. Kerrigan's going to try to go around the outside of Spittler. Nothing there. He'll go to his rear bumper again in the middle of 1 and 2. Kerrigan gives him a shot in the middle of the corner. Coming to the white flag, 1 more trip around for Austin Webster. Kerrigan's there. He could use that spot, but it's not a necessity. He's got to choose wisely if he's going to make that move. We're coming to the checkered flag of Slingshot Heat Race number 1. Off of turn 4, it's going to be a drag race to the finish, but Austin Webster's going to do it. Austin Webster, the winner of heat race number 1 for the Slingshots. Ronnie Spittler coming home 2nd. Dave Kerrigan 3rd. Brett Spittler 4th, and Brett Bieber rounds out the top 5 finishers. Heat race number 2 for the Slingshots will come to the post behind the 21J of Josh Wynn. Outside Josh Wynn, the 21W of Chuck Waring. Row 2, a pair of 1s, the 1 of Tyler Walsh and the 1X of Trevor Bixler. Row 3 on the inside, the 20A of Scott Slade, and to his outside, the 47Z of Zachary Steffi. 22T of Justin Thompson and the 1R of Tyler Hope are the 8 cars scheduled to go in heat race number 2 for the Slingshots. Justin Thompson going to try to race his way through this field and get a win in this heat race, and he could tighten up that points battle. This time, we're going green this time. Wient and Wary on row number 1, coming to it. The pace will quicken as they enter turn 3, green flags in the air. Wary gets a good run. They're stacking up in the middle of the field. Wary's going to lead them to 1 and 2. Bixler second. Alsh and Steffi right there. Thompson driving to the inside of the racetrack. He's got 2. He's looking for 3 as he gets to the inside of Wient. Here comes Bixler for the race lead as they work off at 4. Chuck Wary's the leader on lap number 1. Trevor Bixler's knocking on his back. 4, Zachary Steffi, Tyler Alsh coming as well. Bixler gets a little bit of a push in the middle of the corner. Thompson is by Wient into 5th, and he's making a big run at 3rd and 4th. Tyler Alsh slides high. Thompson's there, pushing Zachary Steffi into the corner. Thompson goes to 4th, but slides up the racetrack. It is very slick in the middle of 1 and 2, and you can see at that time both Alsh and Thompson sliding to the tail of the field. Chuck Wary and Trevor Bixler have broken away. Now Thompson's just trying to get back to 3rd to keep the damage to a minimum. They're 3 wide on the backstretch. Alsh, Wient, Thompson. Thompson's got to back off. 4 down, 4 to go on Chuck Wary. Zachary Steffi is the fastest car on the racetrack. He is reeling in the top 2. Time of the essence. They come to put 5 on the board. Bixler again drives to the inside of Wary. Last time by, Steffi still the fastest of the top 3. Tyler Alsh the fastest car on the racetrack. 2 laps to go. Steffi's there with 2 to go. 3-car battle for the top spot into 1 and 2. Chuck Wary's got it. Trevor Bixler wants it, and Bixler is working him hard. Steffi's going to try to go around them both. White flags out. Tyler Alsh is lurking now. 4-car battle for the top spot. Wary leads up through 1 and 2. Here comes Alsh. He's around Steffi. He might have a shot at it. Final quarter, final lap. Wary slides high. Bixler tries to get to the inside. Alsh is there. Chuck Wary will win it. Thrilling heat race number 2 goes to Chuck Wary, holding on with everything he's got. Trevor Bixler comes home second. Tyler Alsh third. Zachary Steffi fourth, and Justin Thompson rounds out the top 5. Unlike the slingshot heat races, heat race number 1 for the wingless 600 micro sprints presented by Hoosier Tire, Mid-Atlantic, and Hyper Racing will have the top 2 in the point standings competing in the exact same heat race. Brett Conkling in the 0 NJ and the 8 of Cliff Bryan Jr. will be row number 1 for heat race number 1 for the wingless 600 micro sprints. Sean Dove in the 3 and the 11 of Mike Thompson, row 2. 88J, Joey Amonte will start 5th, and starting 6th, the 21K, the current point leader, Tommy Koonsman. The 03 of Ryan Groff will start 7th, and Travis Riganti in the 11S will start 8th. 8 cars, 8 laps.
All right, we're
the
going
distance.
green this time. We're going green this time.
We'll be looking for the green flag as they enter turn 3. Conkling's going to bring them to it. Watch them race. Here they come. We saw how slick the racetrack was. Yellow flag is out for the slingshots a little bit ago. We'll see if the wingless 600 micro sprints can get a hold of the speedway a little bit better. We'll stack them back up and try it again. Travis Riganti got a little out of shape in the middle of 3 and 4. He'll tag the tail. He was scheduled to start there anyway.
They're good.
Ryan Groff made up a lot of points a week ago. Tommy Koonsman, his worst run of the year, it was a 4th place finish. And when your worst race of the year is 4th, you've had a pretty good season. Groff was able to cut the point lead in half a week ago, and his heat race where he made impressive moves on the outside was a big reason why. He needs every point possible here tonight. Koonsman's been in this situation before. Groff has not. And they're also out there with 6 other drivers that would more than like to see a checkered flag in this heat race. Coming to it. This time it's Cliff Bryan Jr. bringing them to it. Bryan Jr. leads the field through turns 1 and 2. Conkling is second. Thompson is third. TK fourth. Groff's out of shape. He'll make the save and try to recover and race on. Koonsman, Thompson race for third. Give it to TK in the 1 and 2. Amante slides up. Groff is around him. That's deeper in the field. Conkling holds second. Koonsman's there. Sean Dove holds fifth. Groff is there. Here comes TK for second. Slider into the corner. Conkling breaks to turn down underneath him. Won't get there. Groff slides up in front of Dove. There's cars out of shape behind him. The yellow flag is out. Caution flag is out. Joey Amante and Travis Riganti are sitting in the middle of turns 3 and 4.
Caution car should be 88J, then 11S. 88J, then 11S. Lineup is good. 3 down.
Look for a green flag through the cone on the backstretch. This time. Cliff Bryan Jr., TK, Conkling, Thompson, Ryan Groff, your top 5. Single file through the cone. Who's going to be the first car out of line? Green flags out. Here they come. What a start by Cliff Bryan Jr. driving away from TK. Koonsman stinking slider in 1 and 2. Bryan tries to turn down underneath him, and Koonsman might have strategically played that one because there's not a lot of grip in the middle of 1 and 2. Bryan Jr. could not cross him over. We're halfway through it. Koonsman's your leader. Bryan Jr. is second, and you can see in the middle of that corner, there just is not anything that these drivers can get a hold of. Koonsman negotiating it well. Now Cliff Bryan Jr. as well. Conkling is holding on to third, but he's under fire. Thompson's there. Groff is there. Amante's closing. White flags out on Koonsman. Oh, they're 3 wide. Groff with a sweeping move around the outside of Thompson. Around the outside of Conkling. Koonsman's gonna win it. Cliff Bryan second, Ryan Groff third. Put the elbows up. TK wins heat race number 1. Cliff Bryan Jr. second, and what a move by Ryan Groff to take third. Thompson and Conkling, the top 5 finishers. Heat race number 2 for the Hoosier Tire Mid-Atlantic Hyper Racing Wingless 600 Micro Sprints on the pole at 41 of Logan Rumsey. Rumsey gaining fans by the week as he continues to strive with his impressive runs. Dakota Bartlett will start his outside in car 54. Row 2, the 49 of Ben Ernst, who's looking to lock down his first top 10 finish in the point standings ever here tonight in the 49 car. Aiden Borden, the 7B, will start 4. Jake Starr, the 4J, and the 4S of Johnny Smith making all 4. Row number 3. And Jesse Snyder piloting a second Groff racing car, the 33, will start 7. 7 cars, 8 laps the distance. And from what we saw in heat race number 1, the racetrack is starting to give us a little bit of something to race on. We're coming to it. Watch them race. Here they come. Dakota Bartlett leads the field in the corner. Rumsey struggling to get the grip like we saw in the last heat race. It's Aiden Borden in the second. Here comes Johnny Smith on the inside. Slide job by Smith. He'll go to third. Rumsey back to fourth. Dakota Bartlett has half a straightaway back quickly. The 54 car stretching it out. Aiden Borden running in second, holding a slight advantage over Johnny Smith. Smith running regularly with us the last couple weeks here on a Friday night. Almost picked up a wing victory 2 weeks ago. Smith has reeled in Aiden Borden. Rumsey's there as well. It's a 3-car battle for second. We're halfway through it. 4 down, 4 to go on Dakota Bartlett. Here comes Smith up into the marbles. He's thinking crossover in the corner. Rumsey was diving to the bottom. He had to get himself out of shape to avoid wrecking. Aiden Borden holding on to spot number 2. Smith still putting the pressure on. Ben Ernst holding Jesse Snyder at bay. That's the race for 4. 2 laps to go with Dakota Bartlett. 2 to go. About 3 car lengths between Aiden Borden and Johnny Smith. White flags out. 1 more trip around for Bartlett. It's over and straightaway advantage. What an impressive run for Dakota Bartlett in heat race number 2. Checkered flags out. He's going to win it. Dakota Bartlett. Aiden Borden second. Johnny Smith third. Dakota Bartlett only got better as that heat race went on. His fastest lap was his last one. He is your winner. Aiden Borden second. Johnny Smith third. Ben Ernst fourth. Jesse Snyder rounds out the top 5. The MGS trailer 600 modifieds will be the next cars on the racetrack coming off their big 50-lap event a week ago. Madison Pacheco, the 75, M, and the 84 Joe Carter will be row number 1 for heat race number 1. Jeff Seacrest, the 42, and the 22 of Lance Garrison, row 2. The 88 of Eric Whitby will start 5th, and starting 6th, the 11 of Mason Peters. The 98 of Matt Warner will start 7th, and starting 8th, the current point leader, the 1 of Kenny Harris. Starting at the tail in the 9th position, a regular at the Grandview Speedway on a Saturday night, the 18J of Brad Arnold. Brad, actually a former slingshot competitor here at Linda Speedway, driving one of the Seacrest cars here tonight.
Okay, the 4th place car is not out there, so everybody's going to crisscross from there on back. 88, you're going to go to 4th. 11, you're going to go to 5th. 98, you're going to be 6th.
Making an adjustment on the lineup as the 22 of Lance Garrison unable to start. It's a rough season for Lance Garrison. He really started the season strong and looked like he was a proponent to be a race winner by the end of the season, but bad luck striking a 22 team quite hard here in the closing weeks of the 2019 season.
This time.
Looking for the green flag off of turn number 4. Pacheco bringing up to it. Joe Carter, your leader in the 1 and 2. The yellow's out. Caution flag is out. Caution flag out. No start in heat race number 1.
Okay, complete restart here. Get doubled up. 84, you went too soon there.
little bit of bumper tag on the start there, so they'll give a warning to the field, and we'll look for the green flag coming off of turn 4 this time. Madison Machiko, again, the pole setter, she will bring them to it. Green flag's out. It's going to be wild into 1 and 2. They're already 3 wide. And there's not a lot of grip down there. We've seen that so far. They're 4 wide for a split second in the middle of the field. Joe Carter's bringing up for lap number 1. Machiko second, Whitby third. Mason Peters slides high. Carter bringing up for lap number 2. Machiko, Whitby, Seacrest, Arnold, Harris, Peters, Warner, the running order. Joe Carter, the fastest car on the racetrack. How about that? Halfway through it, Joe Carter is your race leader. Madison Machiko is second. Eric Whitby is third. Jeff Seacrest closing the gap up on Whitby. Brad Arnold has driven the 5th in the 18 car. Kenny Harris 6th. Mason Peters 7th. Matt Warner is 8th. As long as Kenny Harris can keep his nose clean here tonight, this is the championship that has the most distance. 2 laps to go on Joe Carter. You can kind of tell by the way Kenny Harris is being pretty cautious with his moves here in this heat race. No fault of his. He's here to win a championship tonight. White flags out. Joe Carter looking pretty stout in modified heat race number 1. Carter's going to win it. Joe Carter, the winner of heat race number 1 for the modifieds. Madison Machiko second. Eric Whitby third. Jeff Seacrest fourth. And Brad Arnold rounds out your top 5 finishers from modified heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 will come to the racetrack behind the 09 of Damon Haig. Second starting spot will belong to the 90 of Trent Warner. Ty Hope, the 4H, and the 20 of Corey Seacrest are row 2. Tiff Hitzler starts 5th in the 8 car, starting 6th, the 211 of Brian Blankenbiller. Last week speaks your winner, the 28S of Sam Chicatano, and the 29 of Barry Lee are the 8 starters in heat race number 2 for the modifieds. We will be looking for the green flag off of turn number 4 this time. Damon Haig will bring them to it. Damon, a second-generation driver here at Linda Speedway. Watch them race. Here they come! Modifieds racing tight through 1 and 2. They're stacked up 2 by 2 down the backstretch. Trent Warner's going to be your race leader into turns 3 and 4. Here comes the 20 of Seacrest looking for the top spot. They're 3 wide off the corner. Lap number 1, they're chasing Trent Warner. Yellows out. Caution, flag out. Debris at the top of turn 3. You can see the 4-wheeler pulling to it now. 4H and 211. Go back to work on the lineups here with 1 lap complete. 1 lap in the books.
Let's get doubled up. Okay, we're good here with 1. All right, we're going green this time. We're going green this time.
We are looking for the green flag as they roll out of turn 4. Trent Warner down low. Corey Seacrest up high. Green flag's out. Warner's going to try to roll the bottom in the corner with Seacrest already securing the race lead. Seacrest bringing on the lap 2. Warner second. Hope third. Seacrest getting away. Second on back, their nose to tail. We're halfway through it. 4 down, 4 to go on Seacrest. Good battle for 4th. It's Damon Haig holding off Brian Blankenbiller. Blankenbiller is second in the point standings, looking for a career best point finish. The driver that could take that away from him is now only 1 car ahead of him, and that's Ty Hope. 3 wide, Hinsler, Chicatano, and Haig as they come for 2 to go. White flag's going to fly this time on Corey Seacrest. 1 more trip around. Seacrest coming to it, checkered south. Corey Seacrest wins heat race number 2 for the modified. Trent Warner second, Ty Hope third. Heat race number 2 for the modifieds to Corey Seacrest. Trent Warner coming home second, then the 4H of Ty Hope, the 211 of Brian Blankenbiller, and the 20S of Sam Chicatano, your top 5 finishers.
Yeah. Yes, this part of here. Yeah.
270 micro sprint heat races ready to come onto the racetrack. 6 cars qualified. And the starting lineup for heat race number 1's got the 20 of Ken Andreas on the pole outside the 87 of Austin Gravy, the current point leader. Row 2, the 44 of Pat Beeler, and the 8 of Scott Gingrich. Row 3 starting 5th, the 17 of Cody Siegel, and starting 6th, the 30 of Brett Cronrath. Tom Spatz in the 29 Maxon and 98 of Mason Peters, row 4. Starting 9th, the 5A of Anthony Yerger, and starting 10th, the B8 of Brittany Zeller. 10 cars, 8 laps will be the distance. I'm good. All right, we're going green this time. We're going green this time. The lights go out, and we'll look for a green flag this time by Ken Andreas, many-time Airport Speedway champion, flanked on row number 1 by former Linda Speedway 125 micro sprint champion Austin Gravy. Watch them race. Here they come. Fighting for the outside line as they come to the front stretch. Andreas is the leader. Pat Beeler goes to second. Siegel to the inside of Gravy. They are wheel to wheel down the back stretch. Give that spot back to Gravy. Beeler right on Andreas' tire tracks. Andreas is going to make him go a lane higher than he wants to go around him in 1 and 2. But Beeler's going to climb the banking and try to make it happen. Into 3. Beeler edging ahead. He's got it off of 4. Lap 2, they're chasing Pat Beeler. And Andreas goes to second. Here comes Gingrich back around the inside of the 17. Siegel back to fifth. Gingrich to fourth. Gingrich might not be done yet. Diving to the inside of Austin Gravy for third. Gravy's got it. Gingrich wants it. That's the way they'll go to 1 and 2. Oh, big slider by Gingrich. Twisted the whole race car. Entering that corner and threw the right rear out. He is third. Gravy's back to fourth. We're halfway through it. 4 down, 4 to go, and the 270s are starting to move that group higher on the racetrack. Pat Beeler, the race leader. Ken Andreas is second. Scott Gingrich third. Austin Gravy is fourth. Cody Siegel fifth. Mason Peters sixth. Tom Spat seventh. Brett Cronrath eighth. Anthony Yerger ninth. Brittany Zeller 10th. 2 laps to go on Pat Beeler. And Beeler had struggled the last couple of weeks to see the checkered flag in these races. He has broken almost all of them. Now he's 1 lap away in this one. And we've got a race for second. Here comes Gingrich to the inside of Ken Andreas. Again, Gingrich twisting that race car all kinds of sideways through 1 and 2. Checker's out. Beeler's going to win it. Race for second. Wheel to wheel. Give it to Ken Andreas. Heat race number 1 for the 270 micro sprints goes to the 44 of Pat Beeler. Ken Andreas comes home second. Scott Gingrich is third. Austin Gravy fourth. And Cody Siegel rounds out the top 5 finishers. 270 micro sprint heat race number 2. On the pole, the 74 of Jacob Dunn. Outside the 97 of Billy Logeman. Row 2 starting third. The 15 of Sean McAndrew. And starting fourth, the 02 of Alex Swift. The 5R of Mike Rutherford and the 41 of Mike Boyer are a powerful row number 3. Starting 7th, the 77 of Isaac Gravy, and starting 8th, the 55 of Brian Heiss. Cameron Smith, the 69, will start 9th. 9 cars, 8 laps the distance. $55, you should be outside the 77. 69, you should be in the back row by yourself. There we go. All right, we're going green this time. We're going green this time. Coming to the green flag, heat race number 2 of Fall Brawl 2019. No green flag in the air. That's an indication that the start is coming back. We'll see what happens. The yellow lights are on. Yellow flags being displayed. Yellow lights are on. The front row might not have been quite equal when they got to the start zone, so we will try it again. We restart, get doubled up and lined up. Heat race number 2 for the 270 micro sprints. 2 of 3 here tonight. A fantastic field on hand for Fall Brawl and the final time trial series race of the season in the time trial series for the 270 micro sprints. Coming to the green flag. Big move by Alex Swift from the start. Rutherford blew up on the front stretch. Isaac Gravy nowhere to go. Pretty crazy turn of events right here in front of us. Mike Rutherford's car going up in steam or smoke, one or the other. You can see there's fluid on the front stretch where Rutherford's rear tires locked up. There was a lot of smoke, and the car rolls to a complete stop. Rutherford is out of the car. 15.02. Isaac Gravy just simply had nowhere to go. He makes contact. We'll see if he's able to continue. Cameron Smith also stopping. The Gladfelder team has been fighting that race car all night long, trying to get it to run correctly. They're backing the four-wheeler up to hook Rutherford's car up, so it looks like the 5K will head pit side. It was kind of what we figured was going to happen. Still trying to get fire on Cameron Smith's finish line auto sales number 69, but it does not look promising. Also waiting to see what's going to happen with Isaac Gravy's number 77. They have not yet pushed that race car away. It is idle down there as well. They are picking up pieces here on the front stretch from what we would believe to be Mike Rutherford's engine. So a tough break for Rutherford. Multi-time Linda Speedway National Open winner, former Linda Speedway track champion. Heading behind the wall in the four-wheeler. And it looks like Isaac Gravy was hoping to continue, but that might not happen now as the 77 car probably going to need the help of the hook. Cameron Smith making the turn. He is heading to the pit area as well as the four-wheelers exchange off. They get ready to tow Gravy in and push Smith to the pit area. So that quickly, we're down 3 cars. The new starting lineup for heat race number 2. Jacob Dunn, Billy Logan, row 1. Sean McAndrew, Alex Swift, row 2. Mike Boyer, Brian Heiss, row 3. All right, let's get doubled up here. Let's get doubled up. All right, we are going green this time. We're going green this time. Looking for the green flag this time. Heat race number 2 coming back to it. Watch them race. Here they come. Dunn's going to lead them to 1 and 2. Logan is there. Swift is there. They're 3 wide behind them. Heiss, McAndrew, and Boyer. Still side by side for the lead. Logan will not go away. Swift turns down the track. 3 wide into 1 and 2. Swift down low. Dunn in the middle. Logan changes all the lanes. Drives all the way to the bottom. Here comes McAndrew. McAndrew will go around the outside of Logan. Big slider by Alex Swift. He's going to be the leader at the flag stand. Swift, Dunn, McAndrew, Logan. 1, 2, 3, 4. McAndrew to the inside of Dunn for second. Swift has secured the race lead. McAndrew slides in deep into turn 3. He's going to take over the runner-up spot. But Jacob Dunn's not going to go away. Dunn drives right back to his right rear tire. Trying to go around the 15. Nothing there. Coming for halfway already. 4 down, 4 to go. Alex Swift is your race leader. Field settling in. The yellow flag's going to bunch them back up here in heat race number 2. Caution flags out. Brian Heiss stopping in the middle of turns 1 and 2 with a problem. Heiss bringing out the caution flag. 4 laps in to heat race number 2 for the 270 micro sprints. Pretty exciting start to heat race number 2. 3 wide at multiple times around the speedway, but it's Alex Swift, the race leader. McAndrew at Dunn will restart second and third. This time. We're going to green this time. Through the cone on the backstretch. Green flags in the air. Here they come. Swift and McAndrew through 1 and 2. Mike Boyer works by Billy Logan into 4. Two laps to go on Swift. He's been so strong in these time trial races this year at Linda Speedway, but he has not picked up a victory yet. It's tonight. White flags out. One more trip around for Alex Swift. McAndrew second, Dunn third, Boyer fourth, Logan and fifth, Height sixth. Checkered flag this time. Alex Swift is your winner. Checkered flag in heat race number 2 for the 270 micro sprints to Alex Swift. Sean McAndrew coming home second. Jacob Dunn third. Mike Boyer fourth. Billy Logaman comes home in fifth. Heat race number 3 for the 270 micro sprints. On the pole, the 647 of Brent Shear. And outside Brent Shear, the 38 of Brandon Heist. Row number 2. On the inside, 28 of Nick Skias. And to his outside, starting fourth in car number 4 is Ross Perchek. Matt Hernsler in the 19 and the 5 of Jason Swavely are row 3. Starting 7th in the 07 is Shea Wills, and starting 8th in the 8 is Nate Gibble. Bill Gray, the 18, starts 9th, 9 cars, 8 laps distance, 270 micro sprint, heat race number 3. Let's get that one up here. Let's get that one up. Okay, we're good. All right, we're going green this time. We're going green this time. Coming to it, final heat race of the night. Watch them race. Here they come. Brent Shear is going to lead him to 1 and 2. Will he lead him out? Brandon Heist climbs up the speedway banking. He's got to run on the outside of Nick Skias. Skias tries the inside of Shear. Heist tries the outside. Shear leads lap 1. 5-car battle for the lead into the corner. 3 wide for third. Jason Swaley dives into the bottom. Has to jump way out of the gas and hit the binders. And that allows Perchek and Skias to go back around him. Here comes Heist for the race lead. Brandon Heist to the inside of Brandon Shear. Or Brent Shear. Brent Shear falls to second. Brandon Heist takes over the top spot. Perchek runs third, closing in on the top 2. Nick Skias fades a little bit in a 28 car, falls off about 5 car lengths. Coming for halfway, 4 down, 4 to go. Shear diving back on the inside of Heist. Heist clinging to the race lead right now. Brent Shear is all over him. Shear, according to the official timing and scoring, is the fastest car on the racetrack. Heist, Shear, Perchek, Skias, Swavely, Hernsler, Wills, Gray, and Gibble, the running order. 2 laps to go. And this was the performance that Brandon Heist needed. Heist contending for that championship. Shear dives into 3. He might have a shot at it on the last lap. White flags out. 1 more trip around. Brandon Heist, the race leader. Brent Shear is second. Final corner. Final lap. Checkered flags in the air. It's going to be for Brandon Heist. Brandon Heist wins heat race number 3 for the 270 micro sprints. Brent Shear coming home second. Ross Perchek third. Nick Skias fourth. And Jason Swavely rounds out the top 5 finishers. So that puts 270 heat race action into the books. What an impressive 3 heat races for the 270 micro sprints. Great racing the whole way around. Championship battles in the 3 other divisions in their heat race action. So we saw plenty of great racing so far tonight. And really, we're only getting started because the Slingshot main event is scheduled to be up next. We'll be taking this is intermission.
It was supposed to be after intermission, but
Slingshots are starting to fall into the staging area, so we're just waiting for the official word whether we will be heading right into their main event
now.
If they're ready, I don't want to make them wait.
If the slingshots are ready, we'll do it now.
Potential developing story with the current 600-point leader. Some problems on the 21K, and they wanted to get that car onto the racetrack. So Koonsman coming out to shake down his car, making sure that they can work the gremlins out of that machine. Are we going into it?
What's that?
Going into it.
They're just coming up now, so I guess probably. I do want to send back 270 pounds. Still working on it. Yes. Yep, we will. Yep, fine. It's Sam Sugar Tom.
The Slingshots are coming to the staging area as we get ready for the final race of the chase. Starting lineup for tonight's Slingshot feature event, going from the pole, the 18 Esserani Spittler outside the 21W is Chuck Wary. Third starting spot, the 1W of Austin Webster, and starting fourth, the 3S of Brett Spittler. The 47Z of Zachary Steffi will go from the 5th starting spot, and starting 6th, the 1X is Trevor Bixler. The 50 of Dave Kerrigan starts 7th, and starting 8th, the 1 of Tyler Walsh. Row 5 on the inside, the 32 of Brett Bieber, and to his outside, the 22T of Justin Thompson. Tanner Bingaman in the 32T starts 11th, and starting 12th, the 21J of Josh Wieant. Kurt Bettler in the 112B starts 13th, and starting 14th, the 1R of Tyler Hope. The 112 of Cody Klein starts 15th, and starting 16th, the 20A of Scott Slade. Carter Wieant in the 14C starts 17th. 17 cars ready to do battle for 20 laps in the season finale in the point-paying events for the Slingshots. tell them what 4 cars are in the match race?
Yes.
Okay.
The top 4 from time.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that they do the same.
Oh, I don't know. They go back there.
Okay.
You probably know.
Let me think so.
I'm checking. Well, if you say they're good, then let's go. All right, we're going green this time. We're going green this time.
The first main event of the night is ready to see the green flag, and it's the final race of the chase. The leading feature winner here at Linda Speedway this year, Ronnie Spittler, will bring them to the green flag. Watch them race. The slingshot title chase coming to a close, and they're coming to the green flag to settle it. Into the corner, Spittler's the leader, but I can't help but see the middle of the field where Justin Thompson has gone around Dave Kerrigan. Some cars out of shape at the tail, but they're going to drive out of it. We're going to complete lap number 1. Ronnie Spittler's the leader. Kerrigan's barred in traffic. Thompson has gained 2 spots. But Kerrigan's after it in the corner. Diving to the inside, but Kerrigan washes up the track. Here comes Osh to his inside. Bieber is to his outside. Spittler puts 2 on the board. Ronnie Spittler first. Brett Spittler second. Trevor Bixler third. Chuck Wary fourth. Thompson fifth. Oh, what a move by Kerrigan. 3 cars, 1 corner. Big slider. Kerrigan to 6th. Brett Bieber's in trouble. 32 car might have a flat tire. Yellow flag is out. Caution flag is out. Brett Bieber. And it's just kind of been a picture of his season. We're 3 laps into the final feature event of the season in the chase, and Bieber has slowed to a stop with what could potentially be a flat right rear tire or perhaps something wrong in the rear end of that race car. The car is offset real bad to the left side. We'll see if Bieber tries to continue. It looks like he might fall in at the tail.
All right, let's start getting doubled up.
He will. So we will get the field ready to go back to green flag racing. It's an all Spittler front row. And now in most instances, you would say it's a father and a son, so they'll give each other plenty of room on the restart. That's not the case here. If there are 2 drivers that race each other harder on the racetrack, I haven't seen them. Ronnie and Brett Spittler will bring the field to the green flag. Keep an eye on row number 3. That's the point leader, Dave Kerrigan, to the outside of the guy second in points coming in tonight, Justin Thompson. We're looking for a green flag entering turns 3 or entering turn 3. They'll see the green out of 4. Coming to it. Spittler's going to lead him to the corner. Thompson on the move. To second, Wary throws a big slider. Kerrigan drives underneath it. Zachary Steffi, Tanner Bingaman go 3 wide with Austin Webster. Webster's into the wall. It's the big one on the backstretch. Yellow flag is out. The 20 of Slade, the 1 of Alsh, the 14 of Weant, the 32 of Bingaman, and the 32 of Bieber are the cars involved. It started in the middle of the field. They were 3 and then went 4 wide. There's simply not enough racing room on the backstretch. Webster ends up against the backstretch wall in the 1. Bingaman might actually have driven through it. 32 car is in line on the speedway. He and Zachary Steffi really looked like they were able to get kind of unscathed away from it. Austin Webster's car is going to need to be towed off the racetrack. Tough race for heat race winner here tonight. Field falling into formation. We did not complete a lap, so all of Justin Thompson's big moves on that restart will be non and void. He will go back to row 3 and sit beside Dave Kerrigan again.
Lineup is good when you're ready. Get the one up, everyone. Get the one up. Oops, I didn't see it there. There is 2 people blocking my view.
Field drives by us on the front stretch. Slingshots have a very interesting characteristic to them here at Linda Speedway. We have a very diverse field of drivers.
Should be enough room back.
Quite a few young drivers. Trevor Bixler in the 1, Zachary Steffi, the 47, the 32 of Tanner Bingaman. All drivers that have competed in junior slingshots and now run the all-star slingshots here at Linda Speedway, and then drivers that fall into the veteran category, like the guy that will bring them to the green flag, Ronnie Spittler, Justin Thompson, a former Linda Speedway champion, as well as Dave Kerrigan. A lot of variety of drivers on the racetrack when the slingshots come onto the speedway. They needed the trailer for the 1 of Austin Webster. That's a heartbreaker. They're going to have some work to do on that race car before the slingshots return to Linda Speedway at the first weekend in November for the World Championship weekend. Biggest slingshot race of the year. Hold on to your hats, Facebook Live. It's the biggest slingshot race of the year.
All right, we're going green this time. We're going green this time.
Looking for the green entering turns 3, 3 laps in the books. Watch them race. Here they come. Spittler's going to lead them to 1 and 2. From there on back, everybody's driving hard. Ooh, Kerrigan dove in on the bottom. Kerrigan's game plan might simply to be right behind the 22 team. For right now, anyway, at this point in the event. That's right where he is. Trevor Bixler slides high. Thompson takes a look to the inside. He's there on the backstretch. Thompson works by, puts a car between he and Kerrigan. He needs more than that. At this point, the fate of the championship is not in Justin Thompson's hands. It's in Dave Kerrigan's. Because Thompson could win the race, and as long as Kerrigan stays where he is, he will be your champion. Ronnie and Brett Spittler 1, 2. Justin Thompson 3rd. Dave Kerrigan 4th. Trevor Bixler holding on to 5th. Chuck Wary right there looking on, and Tanner Bingaman as well. Tyler Alsh, junior slingshot champion at the Shellhammer Speedway, working to the rear bumper of Bingaman after being involved in an accident. Tyler Steffi is there as well. Kurt Bettler directly behind them. Bettler's first dirt start in about a year in a slingshot. Bingaman to the inside of Wary in the middle of the field. Wary's going to hold him off. Alsh is there as well. Battle shaping up for second. Thompson and Kerrigan have cut into Brett Spittler's advantage over them. Last time by, Kerrigan was the fastest car on the racetrack. He and Thompson are faster than Spittler. Tyler Alsh goes around Tanner Bingaman. That's for 7. We're halfway through it. 10 down, 10 to go, and at halfway, Ronnie Spittler is your leader. Brett Spittler 2nd. Justin Thompson 3rd. Dave Kerrigan 4th. Trevor Bixler is 5th. Tyler Alsh looking to the inside of Wary. That's the battle for 6th. Alsh is there. He almost has it. He had it that time at the start-finish line. Tyler Walsh picking his way through the field. "13 goes on the board. Spittler unchallenged for much of this event. Battle is for second. Brett Spittler's got it. Justin Thompson, Dave Kerrigan are there. Kerrigan pulls to the inside of Thompson. Time running out. 5 laps to go on Ronnie Spittler. Here comes Walsh for 5th. Tyler Walsh, much like Zachary Steffi a week ago, we've seen this in these feature events. There's that one driver that's able to pick his way from the back to the front. This week it's Walsh trying to break into the top 5. Yellow is out. Caution flag is out. Cody Klein has a problem. The captain has stopped at the exit of turn 4 with 5 laps to go. Five laps remain. Ronnie Spittler is your leader. Brett Spittler second. Justin Thompson third. 50 of Kerrigan. 1X of Bix with a top 5. 1 of Walsh is 6. 21W of Wary 7. 32T of Bingaman 8. 47Z of Steffi 9. 112B of Bettler 10. 1R of Hoke 11. 28 of Slade 12. 14C of Carter Weant. 21J of Josh Weant, the running order. Single file through the cone on the backstretch. Who will be the first car out of line? Does Thompson take the risk? You have to think he's diving for the bottom. And if he does, will Kerrigan try to go around him on the top? Can Tyler Walsh break into the top 5 on the restart? Looking for the pace to quicken through the cone on the backstretch, Ronnie Spittler, as we mentioned, has gone unchallenged for much of this event. Will that continue to the checkered flag? Green flag's back in the air. Here they come. Spittler's going to get away on the start. Thompson can do nothing but drive to the rear bumper of Brett Spittler as Brett Spittler protected the bottom. Kerrigan tries the inside through 1 and 2, nothing there. In fact, he gives up about 3 car lengths and falls into the grips of the battle for 5th between Bixler and Walsh. Walsh is there on the front stretch and officially moves into the top 5. Can he seal the deal in 1 and 2? No. Bixler's going to drive back around him on the outside. What a run by Trevor Bixler back into the top 5. Thompson to the inside of Spittler. Time is of the essence for Justin Thompson. He's going to try to make something happen. Brett Spittler up high, Justin Thompson down low. Dave Kerrigan looking on with 2 laps to go on Ronnie Spittler. And it's going to be a fitting end to the season for Spittler if he's able to seal this one out. The leading feature winner here at the Speedway this year will close it with a victory. He's going to see the white flag this time. The championship battle is all Dave Kerrigan's right now with the white flag in the air. A season of dominance for Justin Thompson, but Kerrigan got hot at the right time and looks for back-to-back championships. The checkered flag is out. Ronnie Spittler, the winningest driver at Linda Speedway in 2019. As they come to the flag, Dave Kerrigan, the champion. Checkered flag for the slingshots. Ronnie Spittler, your winner. Brett Spittler second. Justin Thompson third. Dave Kerrigan fourth. And Tyler Walsh fifth.
You want the 50 back
Yes,
out?
please.
50 back out?
Yes, please.
50 has to come back out as well. 50 back out.
Light check 1, 2.
Bring him up here. Ronnie Spiller, such a fitting end to this season. You were so strong all year, and there's nobody that thought we should be standing on the front stretch beside you tonight. Thank you, yeah. Good season. And here we're running. The short guy helped me out with this fundraising. Makes it a lot easier. It's just how does that feel?
fans, as they finish up in victory lane for the slingshots, this is going to be our brief intermission. We're going to take a quick break. You can see there's already wings starting to fill the staging area. That means the 270s are getting ready for their constellation event. But this will be your opportunity to grab something to eat or use the restroom before we get into the remainder of the feature events to be run here tonight. Still 3 championships to be decided.
Oh, that's good. All right, we're going green this time. We're going green this time. Last chance qualifier. Get in or go home. Who races on? Spats, Wills, watch them race. Here they come. In the 1 and 2, Shea Wills showing the way. Spats is second, Bill Gray third. Mid-pack almost 3 wide, Yerger, Conrad, Gibble. Lap number 1, Shea Wills, your race leader. What a battle for second. Spats and Gray side by side almost the whole way around the racetrack. Gibble's going to go by Conrad. That's for fifth. Conrad now on the hot seat. Last position in the A main, and Isaac Gravy is all over it. Battle for second. Gray to the inside. By Tom Spats on the home stretch. Spats drives back to his inside. Gray holds him at bay. Sixth spot, Gravy to the inside of Conrad. Gravy's got it at the start-finish line by a hair. Conrad might have found something on the outside. 3 wide goes by Gibble. And by Gravy, Gibble slowing to the infield. The N8 car of the problem. Gravy slider on Conrad, but now they're battling for fifth. Both are in the show. 2 to go on Shea Wills. Fastest car on the racetrack. Bill Gray running second. Tom Spats is third. Anthony Yerger, Brett Conrad, Isaac Gravy, and Brittany Zeller with the white flag in the air. One more trip around. Checkered flag's going to fly this time. Shea Wills, your winner of tonight's consolation event. Shea Wills, the winner of the B main. Bill Gray coming home second. Tom Spats third. Anthony Yerger fourth. Brett Conrad fifth. Isaac Gravy, the final driver to transfer to the feature event. Brittany Zeller finishes seventh. She will be the first alternate if somebody is unable to start. And we get ready to settle the second championship of the evening after we finish a little bit of time trial business. Quick push off for Mason Peters. So match race is part of Fall Brawl for the 270 micro sprints. You can see the cars are falling into position, the drivers that will race each other for the pole position here tonight. Scott Gingrich, tonight's quick timer. See the 8 cars sitting up there. The 44 of Pat Beeler. 4 of Ross Perchek, the 02 of Alex Swift, the drivers that will be involved in the match race pole shuffle. working to get Mason Peters off of the racetrack, perhaps the chain coming off the 98 car or something with the rear end of that machine. It looks like they're preparing to hook it up. Clearing the speedway, Mason Peters' car being towed off. See that car making its way behind the backstretch wall.
You should call green over the one way. Then you don't have to worry about it. When you say green, you go.
Match race number 1 coming onto the racetrack now. Scott Gingrich, the quick timer. Pat Beeler, 4th quick. They would have started 1st and 4th in tonight's main event. Given the indication that they will see the green flag next time by at the white line exiting the corner. Gingrich was given lane choice, and he has elected to take the inside, which is quite interesting with as fast as Beeler has been on the top and, quite frankly, how fast the top has been all night. Perhaps Gingrich anticipating beating Beeler to turn 1 and pulling a slide job. We shall see. Off of turn 4. Gingrich the 8. Beeler the 44. Green flags in the air. Wheel to wheel through the corner. Beeler's going to get the advantage as they race down the backstretch. Gingrich back on the inside. White flags out. Beeler clears him. He'll have it at the start-finish line. Back to 1 and 2. It's 2 or 3 car lengths. Beeler's going to get away. Match race number 1 goes to the 44 of Beeler. He will move on to the final. Match race number 2. The 0-2 of Alex Swift and the 4 of Ross Perchek. Swift electing to take the outside line, putting Perchek on the bottom.
Now Beeler would be in a low seat.
So Pat Beeler will race in the final against one of these 2 drivers, 5-time National Open champion Ross Perchek and Alex Swift, who has made a lot of noise at the National Open the last couple of years. So impressive.
Whatever. He's the 4th seat.
Coming to it. Waiting for the green flag. Green flag's in the air. Good start for Perchek. He'll clear him into the corner. That's what Gingrich was hoping to do in the last one. Perchek will see the white flag. He's got 2 or 3 car lengths over Swift. Swift can't quite close it up. Checkered flag, Perchek wins it. Both the lower seeds taking victories. Not exactly what we expected from the match races. It will be Perchek and Beeler in the final. Beeler pushes onto the racetrack. Perchek will have the lane choice. He will take the top. Combined 7 National Open victories. Ironically, it was Pat Beeler that Ross Perchek passed for his first one. Off of turn number 4, at the line. Green flags in the air. Perchek gets a little bit of an advantage on the start. Beeler's just going to trail him through 1 and 2. Beeler runs through the middle, but Perchek's able to get a little bit of an advantage. White flag, it's a car length between them as they flash by the flag stand. Perchek able to drift away through the corner. And he will see the checkered flag. Tonight's pole shuffle winner is Ross Perchek. Perchek Beeler, the finale. Yes, please.
nobody back there yet. So, you might want to,
For the 600 feature.
they forgot to call. So I didn't want you to go into the lineup.
I'm gonna have to do the lineup and I'll just
Okay.
music play. .600 micro sprint feature event coming up next. Final point race of the season for the Hoosier Tire Mid-Atlantic wingless 600 micro sprints. Starting lineup on the pole, the 7B of Aiden Borden outside the 49 of Ben Ernst. Row 2, the 54 of Dakota Bartlett, and starting fourth, the 21K of Tommy Koonsman. Fifth starting spot, the 8 of Cliff Bryan Jr., and starting sixth, the 4S of Johnny Smith. Ryan Groff in the 03 and the 11 of Mike Thompson, row 4. Starting ninth, the 0MJ of Brett Conkling, and starting 10th, the 33 of Jesse Snyder. 88J Joey Amonte and the 41 of Logan Rumsey, row number 6. Starting 13th, the 3 of Sean Dove, and starting 14th, the 4J of Jake Starr and Travis Riganti rounds out the 15-car field for tonight's 600 micro sprint feature event.
So just to make sure you're all right. The 11 is late. So, okay, the 11 is late coming out, so he has to go to the tail. ONJ, you're going to 8. ONJ, you're going to 8. 33, you're going to be 9. 88J, you're going to be 10. 41, you're going to be inside. 3 of Dub outside the 41. 4J, you're going to go on the inside, 11S on the outside. 11S on the outside there. Find if it's good. All right, we're going green this time. We're going green this time.
Looking for a green flag this time. Aiden Borden and Ben Ernst for the final point-paying event of 2019. It's showtime at the quarter mile, 600 style. Caution flag in the air. There are two white lines entering turn number 3, and that is the start zone where the field is allowed to pick up speed.
Line up and double up.
They were going about midway down the backstretch, so they will revamp the field and get ready to go again.
7B, you went too soon there. You got to wait to go between the two lines. All right, we're going green this time. We're going green this time.
Gonna try it again, down the backstretch, looking for the green flag. Borden, Ernst, watch them race, here they come. Borden leads them through 1 and 2 battles per second. Ernst, Bartlett, yellow is out, caution flag is out. 3 cars are stacked up, entering turns 1 and 2. The 11 of Erganti. Looks like the 0NJ of Conkling and the 88J of Amonte, the cars involved.
Four J, then 11. 4J, then 11.
Getting the cars back into position. Looks like the help of the hook needed for 2
line up behind the 11.
of the cars that are sitting down there.
Behind the 11.
Erganti goes off on the hook. And now they have hooked Brett Conkling's machine up. Conkling has been another driver that just has had no luck
All right, let's start
here
getting
at
doubled
the
up.
Speedway this season.
Let's start getting doubled up.
Begin to tow that car to the pit area.
Line up.
Aiden Borden, Ben Ernst, row 1. Still no laps in to tonight's 600 feature event. Field is set. Lineup checked One more time. This is the last shot of double file before we send them through the code, I
We're
believe.
going green this time. We're going green this
Borden,
time.
Ernst, Bartlett, Koonsman, Bryant, Smith, Rolf, Snyder, Rumsey, Starr. Green flags in the air. Here they come. Borden leads them to the corner. They go 3 wide per second. Koonsman goes around, Ernst around Bartlett. He's on the rear bumper of Borden down the back stretch. Here comes Cliff Bryan Jr. on the outside as well. Lap number 1, it's Tommy Koonsman, the race leader. Using the initial restart as a test session, Koonsman's able to use the top to go around the top 3. Koonsman, Borden, Ernst, Bartlett, Smith, top 5. Here comes Rolf for 5th. He's going to take it through 1 and 2. Field stretching out around the speedway. Koonsman getting away. Good battle mid-pack. Logan Rumsey, Cliff Bryan Jr. A little bit in front of them. Bartlett, Ernst, Smith, and Rolf. Rolf climbs up the banking, thinks about 3 wide. Ernst and Bartlett go to the bottom. They left Rolf the top, but both cars slid across the racetrack, and Rolf was left with no lane. He'll make 1 and 2 around Bartlett, but he gets a little too high off the corner. It's still slick at the top of turn 2. And now Johnny Smith throws a slider. He's by Rolf. Cliff Bryan Jr. is by Rolf. Koonsman's got a straightaway over Borden. Borden's got a straightaway over Ernst. And then you can throw him under a blanket. Rumsey's around. Amonte's around. Yellow's out. Caution flag is out. They got to the middle of turns 3 and 4, and that field that was just so close. One car got out of shape. Rumsey clips the left rear, and the 41 car goes around. Amonte spins to avoid contact, and we are yellow on lap 7. So the top 5 here with 18 laps to go. Tommy Koonsman, the leader, 7B of 8 at Borden second, 49 at Ben Ernst third, 54 of Dakota Bartlett, and the 4S of Johnny Smith, your top 5. Single file to the code on the backstretch. We'll see the green flag this time. Looking for the green flag through the code. Watch them race. Here they come. Koonsman leads them through turns 1 and 2. Getting away. Mike Thompson throws a slider on Jesse Snyder in the middle of 1 and 2. Snyder goes back by. Rolf to the inside of Johnny Smith. Dakota Bartlett to the inside of Ben Ernst. Smith is looking for racing room. He's thinking about 3 wide. Bartlett down low, Ernst up high. Smith wondering if the middle is enough. Oh, he makes contact with Bartlett as Bartlett slides across the racetrack. Now Smith will dive for the bottom. Slider on Bartlett. Bartlett turns back underneath him. Great race for 4th, and Ben Ernst is getting away. Give it to Johnny Smith on the backstretch. Bartlett back to 5th. With Bryan Jr. working on Ryan Rolf as Rolf tries to go by those 2 cars. Koonsman right now with a 2-second advantage over Aiden Borden. 3 wide for spot number 4. Smith, Rolf, and Bartlett were halfway through. At the halfway mark, it's Koonsman, the race leader. Borden, 2.5 seconds back, but he's got a pretty comfortable advantage over Ben Ernst. And then it's Ryan Groff and Johnny Smith, the top 5. Dakota Bartlett runs 6, 8 of Bryan 7, 33 of Snyder 8, 11 of Thompson 9, 41 Rumsey 10, 88 J Amati 11, and the 4 J of Jake Starr rounds out the field. Students will come up on a little bit of lap traffic as we near lap 20. Ryan Groff, big slider on Ben Ernst. He's got 3rd. Bootsman trying to work by Starr, can't quite make the move in 1 and 2. We'll follow him through 3 and 4. Now crosses him over at the exit of turn 4. Bootsman will slide by him in 1 and 2. Aiden Borden might have company before this one's over. Groff closing in a little bit. And driven away from Dakota Bartlett, who has secured spot number 4 with 5 to go. Center micro sprints have opened up the racetrack a little bit, but everybody is up on the outside of the speedway. Bootsman really the only driver that's not at this point. Groff has caught Borden for 2nd. He will drive to the rear bumper of Aiden Borden on the backstretch, 2 to go on Bootsman. Bootsman by the start-finish line. He almost has half a racetrack lead. Groff, Borden for 2nd. Groff, big slider, 2 for 1, goes by Jake Starr and Aiden Borden. Borden might be losing an engine. There's smoke pouring from the 7. But out of turn 4, TK will win the race and the championship. An amazing effort by Ryan Groff. He will finish 2nd here tonight and 2nd in the title hunt as well. And Dakota Bartlett will end the season on a podium note with a 3rd place finish. Heartbreaker for Aiden Borden, who was running 2nd and had an expiring motor at the end. He does not see the checkered flag, but Tommy Koonsman does. He is tonight's 600 feature winner. Ryan Groff coming home 2nd, Dakota Bartlett 3rd, Johnny Smith 4th, and Ben Ernst 5th.
Thank you.
.600 modified feature event coming up next. 17 cars, 20 laps of distance. Going from the pole to 211 of Brian Blankenville outside the 75M of Madison Pacheco. Row 2 on the inside to 4H of Ty Hope. And outside of Ty Hope starting in 4th to 20th, Corey Seacrest. Jeff Seacrest, the 42, and the 84, Joe Carter, row 3. Trent Warner, the 90, starts 7th, and starting 8th, the 88 of Eric Whitby. 9th, the 18J of Brad Arnold, and starting 10th, the 28S of Sam Chicatano. Kenny Harris in the 1 will start 11th, and starting 12th, the 8 of Tiffany Hitzler. Mason Peters in the 11 and the 09 of Damon Haig make up row number 7. 15th place starter, the 98 of Matt Warner, and starting 16th, the 29 of Barry Lee, and the 22 of Lance Garrison will start 17th. And that is your 17-car field, scheduled to go tonight for the Modifieds in their final point-paying event of the season.
Good with the line. All right, we're going to go green this time. We're going green this time.
Modifieds are rolling down the backstretch. Brian Blankenmiller will bring them to the green flag off of turn number 4. The Modifieds are ready to rumble. Blankenmiller, Pacheco get hooked going into the corner. Ty Hope the second. Pacheco sideways. She drives out of it. Blankenmiller, Hope, Jeff Seacrest, Corey Seacrest, Pacheco, Whitby, Chicatano, Carter, Arnold, Harris, the top 10 on lap 1. And
Everybody's still jockeying for position while Brian Blankenbiller puts a little bit of room between himself and the rest of the field. Ty Hope blocking down the second spot. Seacrest reels him back in on the backstretch. Good battle shaping up now for third. Sam Chicatano had caught Eric Whitby. He gets a little high in 1 and 2. Whitby's able to get away from him and stays right on the rear bumper of third place Jeff Seacrest. Chicatano, last week's winner, fastest car on the racetrack. He runs in fifth. Lap traffic is on the horizon for Brian Blankenbiller. Probably about 5 laps away. We are nearing halfway. Tiffany Hitzler spins to the infield and the yellow flag is out. Caution flag is out for the 8 car. Tiffany Hitzler getting crossed up coming off of turn 4, and the first yellow of the event is out on lap 7. Brian Blankenbiller leads from the pole. Ty Hoke is second. Jeff Seacrest third. Eric Whitby fourth. Sam Chicatano is fifth. Chicatano started 10th.
All right, let's start getting doubled up. Let's start getting doubled up. All right, we're going green this time. We're going green this time.
Looking for a green flag when they exit turn 4 this time. Blankenbiller and Hoke on row 1. Green flag's out. Good start for Hoke. He'll be there in the 1. Ty Hoke inching ahead of Blankenbiller. And Blankenbiller come back. Whitby's there as well. 3-car battle, 3 wide for the race lead. Ty Hoke puts 8 on the board. The race leader, Blankenbiller second, Whitby third. They stay that way as they race down the backstretch. Pacheco goes around Chicatano for fifth. Halfway through it, Blankenbiller still there, putting the pressure on Ty Hoke. Whitby runs third. Seacrest is fourth. Chicatano is fifth. Car line between Hoke and Blankenbiller. No room for error for Ty Hoke. Blankenbiller still working him hard. Second and third in the point standings. 1-2 on the racetrack, but Kenny Harris does not have to worry. He runs 8, securely in the point lead. Trent Warner is slowing. The 90 car will not get off of the racetrack. The yellow is out. Yellow flag is out for Trent Warner on the backstretch. Caution flag coming out again here on lap 13, and that's going to make things interesting because the last time Blankenbiller, the leader, Hoke goes by. What lane will Ty Hoke pick for the restart? And will that play a factor? Take you through the field real quick before we go back to green flag racing. Ty Hoke is the leader. Blankenbiller second, Whitby third, Seacrest fourth, Chicatano fifth. 75M of Pacheco, 20 of Seacrest, 1 of Harris, 18J of Arnold, 98 of Warner, the top 10. Mason Peters 11th, Joe Carter 12th, Tiffany Hitzler 13th, Damon Hagan, Barry Lee round out the field for green. Another good start for Ty Hoke on the outside. Blanket Miller is going to stay with them, though, as they race through the corner. They're 3 wide for third. Whitby, Seacrest, and Chicatano. Blanket Miller pulls to the left rear of Ty Hoke. Hoke holds him at bay. Chicatano around the outside of Seacrest. He'll drive to the rear bumper of Whitby on the backstretch. 5 laps to go. 5 laps remain. Chicatano to the inside of Whitby. Battle for third. Chicatano's got it on the backstretch. Blanket Miller can't quite get to the rear bumper of Ty Hope. Closes up into 3, though. Hope right in the middle of the racetrack. Steady. A car light over Blanket Miller. Coming to 2 to go. And Ty Hope has been here before. Leading a feature event. Went around as the leader. He'll see the white flag this time. Blanket Miller turns up the pressure a little bit. Drives to his rear bumper. One more trip around. They enter 1 and 2 for the final time. It's a car length. Down the backstretch. Through turns 3 and 4. The checkered flags are out. And Ty Hope will close the year with his first Linda victory. And Kenny Harris will clinch the Linda Speedway Championship. Ty Hope becomes a Linda Speedway feature winner in the final point-paying race of the season. Brian Blankenbiller second, Sam Chicatano third, Eric Whitby fourth, Jeff Seacrest fifth, and Kenny Harris comes home eighth to clinch his first Linda Speedway title.
Who's the one needs to come back. We should scale first, I think. Okay.
One event left, and it's for the 270 micro sprints, the final event of the time trial series for 2019. The starting lineup on the pole, the 4 of Ross Perchek outside, the 44 of Pat Beeler, the 2 drivers we saw in that final match race. The 8 of Scott Gingrich will start third. The 02 of Alex Swift starts fourth. 15 of Sean McAndrew, 28 of Nick Skia start fifth and sixth. Row 4 on the inside, the 87 of Austin Gravy, the point leader, and starting 8th, the 97 of Billy Logeman. 38 of Brandon Heiss starts 9th, and starting 10th, the 20 of Ken Andreas. 74 of Jacob Dunn starts 11th, and starting 12th, the 647 of Brent Shear. Cody Siegel, the 17 and 19 of Matt Fernsler, row 7. Starting 15th, the 41 of Mike Boyer, and starting 16th, the 5 of Jason Swabley. 98 of Mason Peters starts 17th, and starting 18th, the 55 of Brian Heiss. Shea Wills starts 19th in the 07, and starting 20th, the 18 of Bill Gray. 29X of Tom Spatt starts 21st, and starting 22nd, the 5A of Anthony Yerger. Back row, row 12, the 30 of Brett Cronrath, and the 77 of Isaac Gravy. 24 cars, 25 laps to distance.
Yep.
Really proud. Wonderful.
So here's a new song for you to play. All right, let's get lined up and doubled up here. Let's get lined up and doubled up. You should be inside the 647. 74. You should be inside the 647.
The flag is up.
All right, we're going green this
Fall
time.
Brawl 2019 is ready to go green. Percheck, Beeler, row number 1. Watch them race, here they come. They stack up 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Swift slides in on the bottom. Percheck slides up into Beeler. Here comes Nick Skias. He started sick. He'll be nervous. They come to put one on the board. Give the lead to Pat Beeler. Percheck's right there. Working Beeler. Can't get by. Beeler, Percheck, Skias. And then the 0-2 is Swift. The 8 of Gingrich, your top 5. Here comes Skias for second. Nick Skias will not be denied. Into the runner-up spot. Beeler leads down the backstretch. Skias now runs second. Percheck is third. And then it is the 0-2 is Swift trying to make his move to the inside of Percheck. Lap 3 goes on the board and Swift is there. Percheck can't hold that line. Swift goes by. Beeler, Skias, Swift, Percheck, Gingrich, McAndrew, Logovic, Gravy, Heist. Gravy and Heist currently battling for 8. Matt Bergsler's in trouble on the backstretch. He'll get to the infield. Will stay green. Beeler's the fastest car on the racetrack, but with the way Pat Beeler's luck has been here recently, I don't know if that is really a good omen. He has been struggling to finish these races, and there's lap traffic on the horizon. His car is good over there. We'll see what it is when he gets into the traffic, and if that will run his motor at all. And we'll see it close in. Here comes Gingrich for 4th to the inside of Percheck. Gingrich goes to 4th, Percheck back to 5th. Percheck dives back from the inside, trying to come back. Can't get there. Gingrich got it. It's lap 8, Beeler's in traffic. This is Skias' opportunity. He's already going to cut it down in half. The lead is cut half. Oh, we got cars over. At the exit of turn number 2, we have 2 cars flipping in front of the leaders. They were going into 1 and 2. Cars were flipping, coming off. Red flag is out. Waiting on official word of the cars that are back there, but I believe it's Ken Andreas and Cody Siegel. Andreas' car back on all 4 wheels. You can see the 20 car. I believe Siegel's the car sitting that we can only see the back. Anthony Yerger might have made contact at the end. We'll see if he is considered to be involved in the accident. Drivers okay, they say. Linda Speedway staff and Central Medical onto the scene of that accident to make sure the drivers are okay. The ambulance driving away without any passengers, and that's good news. Both drivers okay after that flip down there. Thank you, race fans. Unfortunately for Cody Siegel, he is on the hook, and it looks like he is heading to the pit area. Tough break. Good run tonight for Cody Siegel. His first start of the year here at Linda Speedway, and he was certainly competitive inside the top 10 before that accident.
Unofficially, we have 9 laps in. Pat Beeler is the race leader. Nick Skias will restart second. Alex Swift third. Then the 8 of Gingrich and the 4 of Perchek, your top 5 for the restart. Now, there is a work area, and it looks like that's where they are taking the 17 car, and there are people frantically running through the pit area toward the work area, so they might believe they can get that car fixed.
Hey, can you come here to the front stretch and fire off? Never mind. There's a whole bunch that didn't go across on the green there. I know, it's fine, but these other cars are going to be a problem. It's fine. There's some in the back stretch too, so it's going to be hard. I'll get it. I'll take care of it.
So they have taken Cody Siegel to the work area. Looks like they might try to get that car fixed and back onto the racetrack. Beginning to refire the field now. They will fall into formation, and we will get back to Fall Brawl 2019, and it has been a good one so far. Nick Skias, who started 6th and has slowly worked his way back to Nick Skias' form. He looks very strong tonight in a dangerous combination with Jim Widows, the driver that Pat Beeler ran so well for at the National Open, as well as Jacob Hendershot. Now Nick Skias the wheel. He runs second to Beeler, the defending National Open champion. Alex Swift will restart in third. Swift, at one point on that opening lap, looked like he had got shuffled almost back to 7th. Now he has returned to the top 3 and will look to work by Beeler and Skias. All the cars on the racetrack have refired. Still work being done in the work area, but time now starting to run out. 55, then 77. 55, then 77. Nine laps down, we look for a green flag through the cone on the backstretch. Nick Skias made a big move on the initial start. Can he make another one on this restart? And now Scott Gingrich will have a pretty fair shot, the quick timer tonight, at the cars in front of him as well. Pole setter Ross Perchek has fallen to 5th. Beeler picks up the pace for green.
Skias drives to the bottom. He will keep pace off the corner. Middle of the racetrack for Nick Skias through 1 and 2. Beeler's better on the outside. Isaac Craven in the infield, the problem. 77 car retires. Alex Swift might be a little bit quicker than Nick Skias, but Skias has the line around the racetrack that's going to make it difficult for Swift to go by. Middle of the pack. Jason Swavely and Brandon Heist are going around Austin Gravy. The point leader might be in trouble. He's going to fall out of the top 10 on the backstretch. Beeler's lead comfortable at halfway, but not really anything to write home about. Beeler, Skias, Swift, yellows out. Bill Gray on the backstretch. Caution flag is out. Bill Gray coming to a slow stop on the backstretch. Caution on lap 13. Bill Gray slows, and we'll see what happens on his restart at the top 5.
29X. 5A, then 29X.
At the halfway mark, Beeler, Skias, Swift, Gingrich, Perchek, McAndrew, Logeman, Swavely, Gravy, and Heist, the way they'll go through the cone next time by. Coming into this main event, Beeler was 20 points out, 20 points behind Austin Gravy. Alex Swift was 31, Brandon Heist 35. Right now, Pat Beeler in a good position to steal this title away. Nick Skias hoping to perhaps rain on the celebration parade. Green flag is in the air. Swift to the inside of Skias. They bang wheels. Swift to second. Beeler, Swift, Skias, Gingrich, Perchek. Middle of the pack, Shear, working by Gravy. 3 wide, they stack up. Boyer, Wills, and Peters. Okay, Wills starting to come to the front of the field in the 07. Beeler again able to open it up to a comfortable advantage. Alex Swift may need the help of lap traffic, or at least the opportunity that lap traffic will give him to try to work by Beeler. Swift and Skias have gone to the bottom in 3 and 4, still in the top in 1 and 2. By that time they drove down the banking. Gingrich has gotten away from Perchek. Perchek's got his hands full with Sean McAndrew. That's the race for 5th. Jason Swavely has climbed to 7th. He started 16th. Swift is reeling in Beeler. 19 down, and Swift is there. Diamonds into the corner, dives for the bottom, and now Pat Beeler is well aware that Alex Swift is there. Big Skias is slowing a little bit on the backstretch. 5 laps to go, and Beeler dives for the bottom. Beeler broke. Beeler slows. He'll go behind the wall, and now that changes the championship complexion because Austin Gravy is dead. There's debris on the racetrack. There's cars sitting at the off gate, and the yellow is out, and that'll give us a chance to catch our breath with 20 down. Pat Beeler breaks while leading, and that's what we were talking about. He's been so fast, it just never gets to the checkered flag. That hands the lead to Alex Swift. And this restart could be interesting because Nick Skias might might have a little payback in mind. Swift, Skias, Gingrich, Perchek, McAndrew will be the top 5 for the restart. Talking a little bit about the championship, Austin Gravy still needs to pass some cars. But it's a lot different now because Beeler was the closest competitor. Swift is close. But if Gravy's able to pick off Logaman and perhaps Jason Swavely, or if a couple cars cannot make it to the end, we'll wait and see. Alex Swift, so strong in these time trial events this year. Nick Skias cannot bring the 28 up to speed. And we saw that right before the yellow flag. The 28 car was slowing. Skias is out of it. Heartbreaker for Nick Skias. Good deal for Austin Gravy. He goes around Brent Shear. That's what he's got to do, pass cars. He's after Logaman in 1 and 2. Swift has Hammer straightaway over Gingrich. The lane has moved dramatically to the bottom of the racetrack. Brent Shear's in trouble, but he will get to the infield. We will stay green. Jacob Dunn braking. 2 to go. Yellow is out. Caution flag coming out, a 2-lap shootout. Brent Shear, Jacob Dunn braking. Jacob Dunn basically was coasting in front of the leaders, so the yellow is thrown. Alex Swift out front. Now the complexion changes dramatically because this caution on lap 23 will pit Scott Gingrich, tonight's quick timer, on the rear bumper of Alex Swift. Perchek back into the top 3. Longevity playing a factor. Great run for Sean McAndrew. He runs 4th. And rounding out the top 5 from the 16th starting position is Jason Swavely. Nick Skias on the hook. He's heading pit side. 23 laps down. Swift, Gingrich, Perchek, McAndrew. And then the 5 is Swavely. 97 of Logaman, 6. 87 of Gravy is 7. 07, Shea Will. She started 19. And she currently runs 8.
Going green this time.
Mason Peters, 98 is 9th, and rounding out the top 10 to 38 of Brandon Heights, Brian Heights, Brett Cronrath, Tom Spatz, Anthony Yerger, the field. Swift can go anywhere from that cone to the orange one. Oh, what a start for Gingrich. Right on his tail tank. Swift breaks away from him a little bit on the front stretch. He gets away from him more in 1 and 2. Gingrich could not have gotten a better start, but Alex Swift would have none of it. White flag is out. Through 1 and 2 for the final time. Nick Bolton, Alex Swift, a potent combination, and they will win Fall Brawl 2019. Perchek second, Gingrich breaking at the line. It looked like he got third. Swift, Perchek, Gingrich, McGinn. Official top 5.
The top 5 were 02, 4, 8, 15, and 5. You 5 are doing a scale. 02, 4, 8, 15, 5 to the scale. That might be.
I don't know how the points played out, so I got to do it. I don't know how the points played out, so I got to.
Oh, you want to use that?
I was too far in the race.
The 28 would like to
Yeah, just do it right now so that he can look at it the whole way home because they were really fast.
No, good.
And go to championship.
What's that?
No twos coming to the victory lane for the championship.
Oh, look at that. So that makes it easy. That's what I thought, but
Wasn't too bad.
That went pretty smooth. 11 o'clock. Not bad.
She sent me a picture. The kids were in the pool.
Oh, yeah. You got the temperature turned to like 85 degrees or what? 80. I looked at the freaking temperature the other day and it said 68 degrees on Sunday. But then I saw it today. It was back to it's almost 80 or 80 something for Sunday. Might rain tomorrow night. Mike has me coming for the assistant flag man. So, so I have to call Kim and make sure I'm on the thing. He said we start almost at 5. 5 o'clock.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because I can't go to the top like you. Well, see, coming down here, we could have a chance of a shower in the afternoon sometime too. The most biggest chance I saw was after 8 o'clock, went to like 45%. I could change by tomorrow.
Look at that last race.
Yeah. This is the last chance for this.
This is the last chance. He should not come back and ask for another rain date.
What's that?
I said he should not come back and ask for another rain date this year.
I forgot. I just thought of it when I said that. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly. Like said, they're coming to the freaking beach, ready to throw a green flag. Go, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly. We just don't